Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Engineer Your Energy. I'm Caroline Milton, owner of Milton Coaching Collective, where we help individuals and organizations build better toolkits for managing stress. And when we do that, we increase energy, we improve performance, we enhance fulfillment. All of those things that we want, not only out of work, but also out of life. We do this through training, through coaching, and through consulting. If you're not already familiar with Milton Coaching Collective, head over to the link here on the screen and learn a little bit more about our services to determine if they might be right for you or if they might be right for your organization. Each Thursday, I come live across platforms to talk about the different strategies either the individual can take or that the organization can take in order to build those better toolkits for improving performance and improving productivity and really just driving that culture of engagement and well-being. And today, I do want to talk about organizational action because there's been one topic that has been just frequently showing up for me with clients as of late, and that is the topic of managers and the manager experience and the employee experience of the manager. And it is my personal belief that management is where we have to start when we take that preventative approach to burnout. Gallup found that managers were the highest category of burnout incidents across all industries. Not surprising, a lot of managers want to protect their teams from different toxic workplace cultures and behaviors, and thereby burning themselves out. But managers are also really critical to that employee experience, and a good manager or a bad manager can really make or break the employee experience and determine how an organization retains its employees. Managers are instrumental to productivity, to performance, engagement, and retention. In brief, they're a substantial portion of your success, and therefore a substantial portion of your approach to burnout prevention should be focused on the manager experience as well. So why is this something that we need to pay attention to? Well, Gallup analysis finds that engagement has 3.8 times as much influence on employee stress as work location. So employees care more about engagement than they do about the physical place where they work. And how people feel about their job has a lot more to do with their relationship with their manager and their team than whether or not they're remote or on site. So there's all this conversation. Do we go remote? Do we go hybrid? Do we bring everybody back on site? We're seeing the cause for bringing everyone back on site, or we're seeing the cause for working remote. That doesn't matter as much as how an employee and an organization approaches engagement. I've worked fully remote for organizations and had incredible engagement with my manager and with my teams because the organization was really intentional about how to do that. But yet 41% of respondents said that they would like to see improvements in engagement and culture at their place of work. Many respondents said that they would like to see more recognition, opportunities to learn, fair treatment, clearer goals, and ding, 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 better managers. So what are the strategies that we need to implement in order to really ensure that we're preventing burnout at the manager level and therefore seeing that trickle down effect in how our employee experience improves as a result? So with your managers, there are some key things that you need to do. Of course, managers need to go through robust training at the onset. When they first step into a management role, it doesn't matter if it's an internal promotion or if they're coming in from the outside. You need to equip managers with the essential skills of how to lead and develop teams. How do you develop team members? How do you communicate properly? How do you ensure that you are providing role clarity for team members? You need to provide manager training at the very onset. Don't delay it. Don't put it down on low on your list of priorities. Manager training can be one of the best investments that you make for your organization. Then you need to clarify expectations and involve managers in decision making. They need to be able to clearly communicate decisions, especially those that impact the employees when they're having those group conversations or one-on-one conversations with their direct reports. They need to be able to see the vision. They need to be able to understand the journey. So make sure that you are clarifying expectations and involving those managers in making decisions. That is going to increase their feeling of impact and meaning in their own work. Next, you need to right size workloads and give managers control over their work. Let them decide how their team tackles problems. Prioritize what they need to be focusing their time and attention on. In our modern world of work, it tends to feel like everything is a top priority. And I've certainly worked in those environments before, but you need to give managers that prioritization. What is of the utmost importance and what else can be put on the back burner, so to speak. Next, spur collaboration and reduce stress. So, create manager networks for mutual support, cross functional collaboration, and trusting relationships. Provide managers an opportunity to receive mentoring from others within your organization or to join professional organizations that offer mentoring outside of your organization. You want to ensure that managers are well equipped in how to deliver and receive feedback. That is a key thing that I see in organizations that's missing. How do we give and receive feedback effectively so that we're not taking personal offense, but that we're identifying gaps in performance early and being able to be proactive about those gaps? We also want to invest in a well-being program specifically designed for managers. That's what I was speaking to a little bit with that manager training, but beyond just manager training, how are we incorporating wellness for the manager specifically? Next, develop managers and focus on their strengths. Identify what makes each manager effective within your workplace, and then really seek to strengthen that. This is going to be an incredible way of really ensuring you're driving toward that high performing team. When a manager is leveraged for their strengths, they are more likely to leverage their team members for their strengths and to identify working strengths and styles to really enhance that collaboration and build that momentum for the team. So, those are the key strategies for you to take and begin to implement with your managers. If you're interested in learning more about how Milton Coaching Collective can support in this, we have great news. We're launching our manager training series. So, we're focusing on wellness and productivity, specifically from the management point of view. With nearly 10 years of management experience myself, I am pulling from some personal experience, but also some professional experience. So we're really excited about bringing this unique perspective of how do we prevent burnout and how do we improve that manager experience for our organization. So to learn more, of course, head to miltoncc.com. There you can schedule a consultation. You can learn more about all of our services and a little bit more about our organization. So until next week, Thursday, noon across all platforms, be well.